very soon.
Meantime, as celebrations continue around the world for Pope Leo, he is preparing for a very busy week ahead with his first Sunday Mass, officially as Pope tomorrow.
And that's where we begin this Saturday morning. NBC's Molly Hunter is at the Vatican with the very latest. Molly, good morning.
Hey guys, good morning. That's right. It has been a very eventful week here, and he has a very busy week ahead. Now, we understand Pope Leo settling into his new digs and his new job. He's also meeting with cardinals privately. Our team spotted a few cardinals leaving that meeting earlier today, and he's also getting on with some Vatican business. So the heads of the Vatican departments, for example, lost their jobs temporarily during that interregnum period. He has now reinstalled them. And guys, we're also learning a little bit more about what happened behind those closed doors during the conclave from some U.S. cardinals. Here's U.S. Cardinal Tobin.
I walked back and I took a look at Bob, and because his name had been floating around, and he had his head in his hands, and I was praying for him because I couldn't imagine what happens to a human being when you're facing something like that. And then when he accepted it, it was like he was made for it.
I love hearing that insight. I love that he calls him Bob, you guys. Now, we will see Pope Leo tomorrow on that loggia, that balcony just behind me with those red curtains where we saw him on Thursday deliver his Easter season blessing tomorrow. And you guys, we've also just learned that his brother from Chicago is now in town, So you got to believe the new Pope is going to find a little time in his schedule to see his brother. Peter, Laura?
We're glad he made it in time for that. And Molly, of course, there are so many questions about the direction Pope Leo is going to take the church and how he'll deal with some of the hot-button political issues. And he's been outspoken in the past, hasn't he?
Yeah, Laura, he has weighed in on some of those hot-button political issues, and we've gone through some of his social media posts, past speeches, and we've also been speaking to people who know him well to kind of paint a picture of his worldview. Take a look.
When Pope Leo XIV spoke of reaching out to the world in his first Mass as pontiff, it came as no surprise to Father Tony Banks.
He's going to try to bring into dialogue different viewpoints on different things.
The fellow Augustinian describes issues that his friend, the first American Pope, cares deeply about, like migrants, issues that may put him on a collision course with President Trump.
Why can't these people who are in these afflicted countries actually share in the riches of the countries
and go in search lives?
Yes.
In February, an ex-account for former Cardinal Prevost reposted an article titled, "J.D. Vance is wrong. Jesus doesn't ask us to rank our love for others." And back in 2018, the account shared a cardinal's criticism of the family separation policy under President Trump. Even still, the president and vice president congratulating and praising the new pope.
To have the Pope from the United States of America, that's a great honor.
Back in 2012, he criticized popular culture for promoting sympathy for beliefs and practices that are at odds with the gospel, referring in part to the homosexual lifestyle.
He stands very much with the marginalized, for those who have been on the periphery of church. There is no reason for that exclusion.
According to voter registration records, the new pope voted in Republican primaries in Illinois in 2012, 2014, and 2016.
Will he want to build bridges to Donald Trump? I suppose, but he would want to build bridges with the leader of every nation.
Building bridges will certainly be part of his papacy, according to his friends. Now, Cardinal Dolan also says that the new pope will start to meet with world leaders in coming days. No exact date set, but we have heard from President Trump, who says he looks forward to meeting the new pope at some point. Peter, Laura.
All right, Molly Hunter at the Vatican. Great work all week long, Molly. Thank you.
A historic week there, no doubt. Molly, thank you. Today is a crucial day for the economy.